What's up, guys? This is Jacob from Wager Me This. I haven't went live in a while. It's been a long while, actually. Uh, People actually said stuff about it, like, "How come you don't ever go live anymore?" Uh, I said, "Okay, I'll go live. I will go live. See if I can pull this up here. All right." Okay, so the stream is pretty quick. So, anyways, I got $1,000 bankroll. I'm going to play a lot of different strategy stuff that show, right? A lot of don't work and why you do it. Right? So with $1,000, essentially to me, $1,000 means that you have 10 shooters of $100. Even if you use the don't, right? So we'll go $100. We use no protections, no protection at all. $100 don't. For this one, I'm just going to set the dice. Let's go the 3-1-3-1. This is a hard way set, but I like it because a lot of times I'll roll those aces. So that's kind of nice. Or you get the 3-1 or the 6-4 a lot of times. And a 6-2, so I didn't get anything. I appreciate it, Joel. So we got 6-2-8. $100 don't, 6-2-8. So again, when you get these don't, it really doesn't matter which one it lands on. Obviously, the 4 and the 10, the 5 and the 9 are better than the 6 and the 8. But it really doesn't matter. You're just going to use it as a cover bet anyway. I'm going to play it like this. You don't have to. You could go on straight to the cross. It's a very good play to go straight to the cross here. Yeah, you get everything. All right, so let's still stick with the 3-1-3-1. Why am I using the 3-1-3-1? Because it has a lot of field numbers on it. Here we go. And I roll a 7 right away. No big deal, right? Yeah, it fits right into the strategy. Pay that there. Made some money. 0.7 out was not 0.7 out for us. We made money. All right. Same thing. Let's stick with the 3-1-3-1. So we're just going to roll this out a couple times. See how many times we can make money. And there's a 5-1-6. So again, same thing. Same exact thing. We're going to jump right into the cross. And I know a lot of people, iron cross this, iron cross that. Well, yeah, if you're just playing it by itself. But if you're using a don't bet to help cover it up, it's actually a really good play. Because now, as long as we don't roll a 6, everything else is a winner. 7 included. And there's a 9, so it's a $15 winner. So for $1,000 bankrolls, $1,000 plays, you know, if every hit you hit is $15 or more, you know, you do pretty good. Can play for a long time. Can have a lot of winning sessions that way. There's the 8, 5-3-8. So we're going to lose here. We're going to win 35 up there, so it's 35 total. Put that 15 right back. We're just going to let these ones collect this time. We'll press next time. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm just showing how to use don't bets and why you should use them as cover bets. In different ways you can just jump into having every number for cheap. All right, this is a really cheap way to have all the numbers. The only number we don't have is 6. And we could even take one of those away if we wanted. You know, we could throw $10 out here and that pays 90 now on that. So now we only have 4 real ways to lose. Pretty good position. And there's one of those real ways to lose right there. All right, not a big deal. We've made more than $100. So we'll just start right back. 3131. All right, so this time we got knocked out. So this time we'll press a little bit. Oh, we got a winner right out the gate. 1, 2, 3. That's why I like the 3131. I get a lot of those numbers. I get a lot of 4 and 10s out of it. So we'll bump this up. Let's bump it up a quarter. We just won 100, so we'll bump that up 25. Just want to be moving forward. Don't want to be moving backwards. And there's a 5. Perfect. 415. All right. Same kind of thing here. We can still play the iron cross. Jump right into it. So we have $60. 15 here. 125. So our 7's pretty healthy. Healthy 7 there. Good 7. Which is good because we're probably getting right to it. We've had a couple rolls. We should be getting to that 7 pretty quick. Oh, wow. Ouch. Ouch. 325. That's not the way to do that. You shouldn't do it that way. So in this spot right here, I've had a bunch of rolls. So I would be a little concerned about rolling a 7. So I'm actually going to hop my 7s here. I would be just a little concerned about it because I've had a lot of rolls in between 7s. So here we go. Let's see what happens. 5, 3, 8. Okay, perfect. I don't really care about losing that $15. Just trying to kind of save some stuff. All right, let's see if we can not roll our point here. See if we can manage that. Here we go. Hard 4. Okay, I said we're going to press this time. So we're going to have to start it slow. If you know, the field numbers don't help you a lot unless you're going to use spread out to try to double up on numbers. Or you can play through the come. It's one of the things I like to do also. So you play through the come. So for this roll, the 7 is just a little more valuable. It kind of takes away the field being an issue. And there's the 5, so perfect. Just going to travel. We're going to win 35 here. Put that back. So I'm going to stick that right on. Obviously, that's not going to work out right, so we should probably either take that down to 20. All right, here we go. And we got that 5 right back. All right, so we're going to lose this. It's going to pay that flat. And that 20 is going to pay 30. Take that all down. I'm just going to leave that right there. 15 there. Rack some of this up. So this is what I'm saying is that you can just manipulate it to just continuously make you money. Once you get that don't established, you can manipulate the game. As long as you don't hit that 8. That 8's your only issue. And we got a 617. So that's just going to pay to right there. And we're going to catch 100 right there. Puck's going to come down. So you're collecting money. Everyone else at the table is probably losing money. And bam, you're still up. You're still winning after that little rough patch. You're up $10. All right. After going through a rough spot, hitting a couple of your points, you're still winning. And that's kind of the idea behind playing this way. Playing through the don't, but not using the don't just as a direct winner itself. But you don't want to overpower it. By that, what I mean is you don't want to play. Okay, so let's get us a don't established. Let's do the 6-5-6-5. All right. This one's a little tougher because it rolls 11s. All right, but maybe we can get a 10 out of it. There's a hard 6. Okay, not what we were looking for. Okay, but so by overpowering your don't, what I mean is you don't want to go like this. You don't want to go, because that's more money than you have in the don't. So you got $130 out there. and you only have 100 in coverage. So if you are going to do that, if you want to take, then you probably should add a little of odds here. So let's do this round. Okay, so 50, we've got to go to 60. 60 will pay odds there. Stick with our 6565. All right, so then at least you're covered and you win something on the 7. Do I suggest playing? No, I don't like it. And there's the 9 right there. But if you want to play, this definitely helps. $35 winner. All right, here we go. It definitely helps. It definitely makes it easier to play when you know you have that 7 coverage. All right, 325. $35 winner. Again, guys, but this is still just 6, 7, 8. This is still the same thing as 6, 7, 8. The only thing we're doing is we added more numbers to it. 6, 7, 8 is just a don't strategy. It's just saying you're using the don't to make up any ground you might lose on 7s. There's a big old 12. Pretty good shot with the 6565 to get the 12. So it's still just 6, 7, 8. And really all the strategies I do are 6, 7, 8 strategies for the most part, because it makes the most sense to me. Even the anything but 10 is essentially 6, 7, 8. You're just using the 10 as your 7. Oh, and there's the old 5, 4, 1. That's our third hit. I mean, you had a lot of rolls here. You might want to be thinking about regressing a little bit here. I definitely would. What I probably would do is I'd pull all them odds off. Pull all this down. Got 100 there. I would transfer it to 96 across. Or it's not quite 96 across. You could play 96 across, though. You could just place that 6. But honestly, if you're going to do that, in my opinion, you might as well just put that 15 on the hard 6. That way, you know, you got that covered too. But you don't have to. 7 is still valuable here a little bit. 6565. But if you do lose on your 6, you've collected 35 3 times. So you're not going to be losing overall. And there's a hard 4. All right, so it's going to be a $27 winner. And so now here you start pressing. All right, let's swap that 4 out. It's just simple. It's simple play, guys. It's not difficult play at all. It's very simple. It makes it very, how should I put it? It's a very lucrative way to play too. It's like, it's simple in the fashion that you don't have to do a lot. There's not, okay, so especially if you're a shooter, if you're a dice controller, this takes a lot of the nerves away, right? When you're not worried about the 7 anymore. Right, one of the things I know for sure is that there's a 7. Is that the when you're making dice sets up that are shooting for inside numbers? Well, I thank you, buddy. When you're making dice sets up that shoot inside numbers, 7 is the ultimate inside number. So essentially, your dice sets are aiming at the 7, and I can prove this to you. All right. So 3V, right? 3V is supposed to get you a lot of inside numbers, right? So obviously you have the 3, 4, 2 ways though. You have it 2 ways. You have it both ways when you shoot the 3V, right? Then you also have the 5, 2. Where's it at? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the 3V only has the 2 ways directly on axis. But anything that jumps off this way, you also have 7s. So the dice sets, they directly attack the 7 as well if they're inside playing dice sets. And I can show it to you here on the 4, 2, 4, 2. This one's even worse because you have both 3 4s and you have both 5 2s. And by both, what I mean, you can get it both ways. You can get the 5 2 here, or you can get the 5 2 here. Which, in my opinion, and I'm not a great dice controller by any means, that doesn't make a lot of sense. it doesn't make a lot of sense to have that many sevens on your on-axis throws, which is what you're trying to do. It's just personal opinion, though. I mean, and I'm, like I said, again, I'm not a great dice controller. So, with that said, that's why I like dice sets that are off, like the 1 2 1 3 dice set or the 1 3 1 5 dice set, because they're off. Now I get that they both have ones, so you have the 6 1 6 1, but a lot of times I can't keep them on axis anyways, so that's why I shoot those kind of sets. All right, so I'm going to shoot the 1 2 1 3 here, and in hopes that I'm going to try to get a 2 or a 3 or a 4. And I got an 8, so because that's just how terrible I am at dice control. Again, though, it's not a big deal. Any of the numbers are good. So again, I'll show you why I like the cross better than putting the numbers all the way across. All right, so for the same price, okay, so if I used 135 or 130 to get all those numbers, I get more numbers this way for less money. That's why I like it. A lot less money. I don't have to add to the don't. So I'm just going to shoot whatever lands now. What George calls rhythm rolling. 6 4 10. Oh, 6 4. Damn it. Okay, so that's a $15 winner. All right, and this is why I like using it, because it's cheaper. You don't have to add odds, and the 7 is valuable. 6 3 for a 9. I like having the 7 valuable, guys. I don't like I don't like worrying about 7. So it's always been kind of my thing. I don't like having to deal with the 7. I don't see why you would want to deal with the 7. Why would you fight the 7? There's not a lot of reason to. So 5 1 6. We're going to lose the field. I'm going to get 35 here. I'm going to place that. You know, we're just winning money, guys. It's actually not difficult. I know people are going to say, well, you're going to roll a lot of come out 7s, this and that, this and that. Sure, that happens. Absolutely does happen. There's no doubt that happens. But I think it doesn't happen as much. I think people just get scared away when they do roll that first come out 7. They get their first roll and boom, it's a 7. They're like, that's never going to work. All right, 3 1 for the 4. That's what that was. Oh, 5 1 6. It's going to be another $20 overall, 35. All right, so we're going to go on and start bumping. Start bumping up to there, to there. By 2, I mean 2 units. All right, we've won a few wins, so we're good. And we got the 9. It's a $15 9. I'm going to add a nickel to that horn, to the field. And I'm not doing nothing but just picking them up as they come and throwing them back down there. Now, am I controlling my throw? Just a little. And there's a 12, so that's a big 12. It's a $40 12. We like them. I'm going to go on and take this on up to 60. And that up to 50. Pretty healthy now on that cross. Pretty healthy. If the 7 comes, that's fine too. We've already made plenty of money. And there's an 11 right there. $20 11. Bump that up to a $25. Here we go. And we got the 7 finally. Not a bad run. Not a bad run. Even all this money out there, we're going to get these ones back. So again, that's why I do it. I started with $1,000, guys. I'm at 600, 1,000, 11, 12, almost $1,300 already. And I really haven't had any risk out there besides on the come out roll. I mean, I get you can hit your points. There's no doubt about that. It's far less common than you'd think. All right, so next thing here, I want to kind of talk about is when you're playing, if you can't control the dice, guys, if you're not like a really good dice controller, there's not a lot of reason to do it because you could actually be hindering yourself. If you don't really know what you're doing, you could be creating more sevens for yourself. And I think a lot of people, they don't want to accept that about themselves. I've accepted that about myself. I'm not a good dice controller. So that's why I build strategies like anything but 10, the 6, 7, 8, where I don't have to worry about the 7 anymore. I get the 7. All right, so let's do something a little different. Let's just do some like pure table read stuff. All right, I didn't use any of it there. I saw a couple places I could. All right, but when I like to do table read, I like to start with a $50 don't, let it roll. And when I do $50 don'ts or $75 don'ts, I like to have a $5 yo with them just because it helps a lot. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to shoot the 4-2-4-2. This is my favorite dice set to table read when I see players shoot this because this has so many 7s on it that I can almost just pick out when 7s are going to land. 5-1-6. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. We're going to go 150 on the don't. So I'm playing like the don't bet plus the 2 horns, or 2 come bets, sorry. Here, the strategy I put out a long time ago. All right, so we know that's shot number 1, right? So we're going to let the come bets protect us for the early 7 out. We're going to get some hopefully quick winners when we see them guys shooting that 4-2-4-2 or the 3-1-3-1, the 3-2-3-2. Those kind of dice sets. The hard way sets is what I'm getting at. Okay, so let's throw another come out there. 4-2-4-2. Because these are going to roll 7s just like you're going to roll inside numbers. Could we smack our 6 here? Oh yeah, absolutely. This has a ton of 6s on it. But it also has a ton of 7s. There's the 9. Okay. So I got 2. So right now, as a light side player, I have exactly 7 ways to win, which is more than the 7, which is only 6. By that I mean I have 4 ways here and 3 ways here, right? And then I have 6 ways to win here. So I have 13 ways to win to 5 ways to lose. Am I in a good spot? Yeah, I'm in a pretty good spot. Should I don't with the come bets? Yes, I should actually. There's no real reason to stop them, right? So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump them up to 40. Why? Because I want to win a little more when this 7 comes that I have a feeling is on its way. And there's the 10, okay? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls, okay? So we're in that red zone. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right in that red zone, in the middle there, ready for the 7. So what we're going to do, we're going to go up to 50. Let's see. I have a feeling one of 2 things that happen. Either I'm going to hit my 6 or I'm going to hit a 7. Right here. Oh, 3, I was wrong. You're not supposed to roll 3s out of that. I don't really know how I get 3s. Again, that probably has mostly to do with that I'm not a good dice controller. So that's roll 5. So before roll 8, we should have a 7 here. Do I think we will? Oh yeah, I do, absolutely. There's 8. I'm actually very surprised that we have not hit a repeater either. 4242. Here we go. Ow, there's another. These threes coming from, guys. All right, now we're going to have to make some effort plays. We're going to have to get into our, how do you say it? Cojones. Those threes have derailed my plan here. Oh, 6-5, yo, we got some of it back. Got some of them threes back. All right, but now we're at the last roll for our, we can go down to 75 here. No reason to keep all that money out there. We're at the last roll. After this, if it gets through this 8th roll, there's not a lot of reason to stay on the dark. It's about time to accept that this is a good roll. 6, we got smacked. All right, it's time to accept it. That was painful. I love it when a plan doesn't come together. All right. So again, here, you got all that cum money out there. You can't, this is all money that you have to protect. You have to protect this money here because this is money that's working, right? And I know people don't want to do that, but you have to, all right? So you can do it one of two ways. You can 7, which is what I'm doing here with these hops. But I'm also going to put a $25 pass line bet down because I don't want to lose all that money. 7 rolls, all right? But if any of those other numbers, I'm not losing everything. So if you're going to play this style, you have to be willing to protect it. Ouch. You have to be willing to protect it. And that got bad. That was not okay with those aces. I don't know where I'm getting these horn numbers. I'm going to go to 30, and I'm going to go to 50 here. Am I going to get this money back? I don't know here. It's not really going as I would call in a normal fashion. I'm actually rolling well, which is unusual. Ouch. 3. Right when I got off the don't, right? I'm getting crushed here. Crushed. Right? So I'm going to have to really get crazy. 40 and 100. Better get something. Hello, Mr. Hammett. We better get something here, huh? If we roll another horn number, we're just going to check these dice and make sure they have all the dots on them. And there's the 7, of course, right? After it just destroys our world. All right, so that's going to pay there. Let's rack all this up. Oh, there's supposed to be 40 on those. Okay, so 40 times 15. Hold on, let me get my calculator. I have a calculator somewhere. $40 times 15, 600. All right. Did we do good? Yeah. Okay. We did okay. I'll say okay. But would everyone have the guts to stick that out? I don't know. Probably not. That's the kind of stuff, if you're going to play styles, you have to have the guts to ride it out. So we've got 1,000, so we're up 225 still. You wouldn't think it after all that, right? You wouldn't think we'd be up, but because we were willing to progress, we were willing to, it's not a martingale, but it's like a chase, like a miniature chase, all right? That roll went long. It actually bit us. It bit us real bad. But we still ended up in the profit. Why is that? Because I understand how craps works. I understand how it's going to minimize a loss like that when it goes opposite of what you're trying. How do you do that? Well, you take the chance. You keep going. Could I have lost? Oh, yeah, absolutely. It could have kept rolling 2s and 3s on me. All right, let's go 4-2, 4-2 again. Here we go. And there's a come out 7. Okay, so all of a sudden, here we go. Rolls are reversed, right? Come out 7. So we're going to go up to 75. Still leave 5 there. 4-2, 4-2. Here we go. And a 12. That's not helping us. That's not helping us. Gotta love those hardware sets. Here we go. And a 6. Okay. The 4-2, 6. So that's a pretty good roll. 4-2, 4-2. Did I do it on purpose? Not really. I'm not a good dice controller. All right, so what are we going to do here? Let's go 120 since we have 75. Okay. And instead of, let's get some green chips for that. Instead of attacking through the come, let's just attack right here. Straight out, right at it. Let's attack straight in its face. 4-2, 4-2. We're not afraid of the 6. We're not afraid of that 6. 4-1-5. $35 bill. 4-2, 4-2. So that's roll. It's actually roll number 3 because we had a 12 in there. Cents of 7. Roll number 3, cents of 7. And there's a 10. No, not on the 10. All right. So that's roll number 4. So we're in that red zone. All right. We're going to attack it a little different. We're going to go this way. Hopping 7s. Hopping 7s. Attack this just a little different. 6-2-8. Okay. 6-2-8. $70. So this is going to be roll number 5. I'm going to collect 55 here. So the neat trick about this is you don't have to progress this if you're winning. All right, we won 70. We lost 15, 170. We're just going to put them back. Rack this up. All right, so this is I believe this right here is roll number 6. Remember, we're in that red zone. 4 to 8 is that red zone for 7s. That's the natural average. 3-2-5. Okay. We got 35, which I believe is going to be $1 for 49 or $1 for 50. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to replace those. No reason to progress them because we won. All right, this is roll number 6. We're just trying to catch the 7 in the middle here. We're getting some winners. We're going to try to catch 3 extra green chips here. 3-2-5, same thing. I'm going to drop $1 for 50. And then pay for this. All right. This is either roll 7 or 8. I kind of lost track of that. So it's either 7 or 8. Still haven't rolled our 6 again. There's a 3. Ah, that's not what we want. Okay. Got to roll 8. I'm going to try going light side, right? All right. Take off our risk here. All right. We got 75. Remember, we've made whatever we've made. I don't know what we've made. But 75 covering that, which is probably about right from what we've made already collected. So now we're just going to try to hit a couple wins. All right. Can I roll the 7 here? Yeah, I probably will. There it is right there. So I don't know if that was roll 8 right there or roll 9. If that was roll 8, that's my bad. I messed up. All right, I should have still had all that out there. I kind of lost track there. All right, but we're gonna get this back. You know, what it looks like we lost 40. We easily collected more than that. All right, here we go. So again, guys, this is just very simple ways to play craps and minimize the damage that the 7 can do. You're just minimizing the damage. And if you keep doing that, the more you take away the 7 from the casino, the more you're going to win. That's why they win all the time, because people play against the 7. They just constantly play against the 7. All right, so let's play some 2-to-1 advantage stuff, some stuff I've shown earlier. We won't do the crapsless stuff. I'm just going to use the 4 and 10. All right, 2-to-1 advantage. All right, pretty simple. I'm going to start with 100 on the 4. All right, this will be a random shooter. I'm just going to let it roll. So I'm just going to chunk the dice down the table like I'm not shooting. We're working all the time. We're playing with the 2-to-1 advantage. What we're looking for here is to catch 2 wins right in our face, right? 314, $100 out the door. All right, we're going to bump it up. Not all of it. We're going to try to chase it all down. Just go to 150. Right in our face. And the 7 right back. That kind of sucks. We're going to get 75 of our 100 we lost back. And that's going to cost us $3. Get 2 and change. I'm going to leave that 100 there. I'm going to try this again. So we got 1-to-1 right now, right? So we should win again before we lose by the probability. 415 is our new point. By the probability, we should win again before we lose, which will put us in the profit. And there's the 7. So it's staying true so far. All right, so we're going to win $50 here. So remember, we lost 100, but now we've made 125. Minus $5 in vig. All right, so now we got that back. Nothing bad happened. We had one bad roll. Other than that, it's 2-to-1. We've just won 2-to-1. So essentially, the next roll probably should be a loss. But that doesn't always hold true. You know, it might go a little while. We're going to leave it on the 4. See what happens. Hard 6. Okay. Oh. So that's one roll. So I'm going to add in a little bit of table read here. All right, where if we get to roll 4, there's roll number 2, a 3, 2, 5. If we get to roll number 4, we're going to bump it up a little bit until roll number 8. 1, 2, 3. So that's roll number 3. All right, we're looking for from 4 to 8. That's when most of your 7s are going to roll. That's roll number 4. All right, so each roll from here, I'm going to bump it up $30. All right, there's a 5, 4, 9. Will this always work? No, of course not. You're putting more risk out there. You're going to get beat sometimes. But will it work a lot of the time? Oh, yeah. All right, so that is, I believe that's roll number 6. Six, 2, 8. That's roll number 7. So if we get to roll number 8, we're going to take it back down. And there's our 7, right on roll number 7 or 8. 4, 3, 7. Pretty consistent. All right, so 100, 30, 60, 90. Okay, 220. That's going to pay $110 minus $6 in vig. And we're going to take it all back down. So did I do anything special there? No, I didn't do nothing special. All I did was play the true probability of the dice, what they're going to do most of the time. That's all I did. What are they going to do most of the time? And then I used a 2-to-1 advantage play. 2-to-1 chance there that I win. And then I just kind of gauged what the dice do most of the time. Between 4 and 8, they're going to roll a 7. 4 and 8 rolls are going to roll a 7. It's the probability. It's how it works. All right. So let's move this. Let's get a little more. Let's play the 5. 5 for 150. I don't suggest this because this is more risky, but it pays better. And there's a 7 on the come out. Gotta love that. All right, so that right there is going to pay $100, and we're going to lose a $5 bill. Gotta love that. All right, so let's jump it up to 180. $180. $538. That's our point. Not a 2-to-1 here advantage. It's more like a 3-to-2. 3-to-2 advantage. All right, there's our 8 point made. Not a big deal for us. We don't really care about that as long as it's not a 5. All right, so that's roll number 2. Yeah, roll number 2. Roll number 3 is aces. Remember, it's just since a 7. Since the 7 rolled. All right. Roll number 4, here we go, is a 9. That's our point. All right, so now we're going to start bumping it up. $30 at a time. And there it is right there. Roll number 5, I believe. Since the last 7. 180 and 30. Okay. So I know that's 20 there. 180 pays 120. Okay, so that's 140. It's going to be $5, $6, $7 in vig. Get 3 and change. I've made a bunch of videos on that, Doctor. That's like the repeater strategy. All right, guys, I haven't done anything special here. I really have not. All I've done is let the game play itself. That's it. The one time we got in a little trouble, I just pulled out my cojones and went for it. You know, I didn't get scared. I knew that 7 it's going to come. Now, if you get busted on that 30 roller, you should have hit some, like when we had all those combats out there, if we would have got a 30 roller, it would have been fine because we would have hit a bunch of those combats. You're not going to miss all those combats in 30 rolls, guys. All right. So let's move on to something a little different. All right. Can you win by just playing light side? The answer is yes. How do you minimize the 7 with just the light side? It's a little more difficult. You use the come, you use hop in your 7s, but you can use it just by playing the light side. All right, so where are we at? 5,000, 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500, 1,550. So we're about 1,600, up 600. All right, so we're just going to play the light side here. We're going to start right here, 160. All right. If you're only playing the light side, you better be a good shooter. So I'm going to try to be a good shooter. All right, so on roll 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, well, 5, 6, 7, and 8, we're going to play either combats or hop 7s. All right. So here we go. I'm going to shoot a 3V because that's what people like. All right, working on the come out. We might as well be working, right? We're going for this. Half press the whole way. 415, 415, $35. And a half the whole way, so I'm going to drop 15 right on its head. That's roll number 1. 3V. Can you win just light side? Yes, you can. 2 things. You have to be a good shooter. That's one of the main things. And there's yo. That's roll number 2. Hello. My go-to strategy is actually the 6, 7, 8. Anything but 10 is a derivative of the 6, 7, 8. Roll number 3. We're getting horn numbers. We're not supposed to have horn numbers. It's ruining it for us. All right. That's actually a non-axis horn number. But yes, my actual best strategy is the 6, 7, 8. And there's a 4. We like the 4. Oh yeah, absolutely. $1 for 50. Half press that sucker up. All right, so this is so that was either roll 4 or 3. I'm not really sure. Okay, so we're going to start with $25 come bet. Normally, you're not supposed to roll a bunch of horn numbers in there, so you're supposed to have a bunch more hits. But since I'm a terrible dice controller, it didn't work. All right, so what we're going to do is each time we hit, we're going to be swapping it out for these come bets. 516. All right. $35 winner. Put that right on there. Here we go. 426 right back. That's how you want to do it. All right, so that right there. 25 flat, 30 on top. Pull it down. That 40 is going to go there. We're going to put 25 right on it. And we're going to go to 50 on the comeback. Now we're starting to rack stuff. Starting to rack. This is how you win on the light side. You got to play the con to eliminate a little bit of the 7 money. But you win some money to also eliminate some of the 7 money. So your winnings are also eliminating some of it. The 5 is going to travel. We're going to win 15 here. All right, so that is 49 plus 7, 56. So right here, I don't know how much we've won already, but with our exposure out there, we're definitely catching the exposure. If you understand what I mean by that, like catching the exposure. I'm going to put 30 in odds on that. We're going to go 50 right here. And the reason being is because we're going to be off on these place bets, but these 2 come bets we're going to be working. And we're also going to work our odds. There's no reason to not be working those odds unless you just know you're going to roll a 7. Yes, 6 and 8 and some kind of 7. Absolutely. All right, sometimes you can't play the 6 and 8, right? So you just move to a different number. 426, perfect. Remember, we're working those odds, right? So it's going to be 40 flat and 30 top. Hey, come here. That's why you want to work those odds. You earned the ability to play the odds, so you might as well work them. We're going to go 60 on the come, 25 back here. And so why are we not up in the odds any? Because that exposure's caught now. We've caught our exposure, so we don't want to put ourselves in a bad position. All right? Now if the 7 rolls, we're going to win $60. So surely we've made our other 100. Well, we had 160 out there. So we've made $100 by now. And so this is how you play safely from the light side, in my opinion. All right, 325. Obviously, if you're a good shooter, it's not going to really matter, right? So 30 is going to be 45. And then it's going to travel. We'll leave 30. We'll put 75 out there. So we're racking these big chunks of chips each time, guys. We're not chasing it. We're not marking it. Just making sure we have enough on the 7 to replace what we're not going to quite cover. That's all we're doing. So this should, as you get going, it'll get less and less. And there's another 5. All right, so pull that down. It's going to travel. So we got 60 and 45. $105. All right, we're going to put 30 right back there. And we're going to go, well, let's put 100. $3V. And the 10, okay. It's going to travel. We're going to drop $1. We're going to get 50. All right, we got 100 on there. No reason to put odds on that. And I know the 10 is good, 2 to 1. We got 100 on there. No reason to put odds. And we're going to drop it all the way down to $50 right there. No reason to keep going up. $549, $35 winner. This is going to travel right there. We're going to put that right on top of it. And there's no doubt in my mind, we no longer need coverage. So what do we do now? We're going to start with the hot bets. We don't got to go to the cum no more. We can go to the hot bets route. That's $75 per. So it's just kind of like a little, you know, a gift on the way out. That's all it is. You're winning a gift on the way out. Okay, so we're going to drop 2 here for a $100 bill on that hard 4. We're going to lose these. No big deal. Just won $100. All right, I'm going to swap that out. Click that 50. All right, that's a come bet. That's a buy bet. All right, here we go. 426, that's our point. All right. 50, 30, lose this. Rack it all back up. We're going to go to 25 on that pass. Put $30 right there. Rack this up. Hop these 7s. Here we go, 3V. Oh, there it is right there, 6-1. All right, I was working, guys. I don't know if I called it, but I meant to be. Obviously, the come bets were working. So that's 75 right there. 25 right there. I know it looks like we lost a lot, but we didn't. That was all profit money. All right, and we get this little consolation prize at the end here. All right, that was a come out roll, so still the same shooter. All right, so what do we have? There's 500. Almost 600. There's 200. I don't know. We're at 500,000, 1,500, 17. We're at $2,000 something dollars. I don't know. We're up $1,000. What did I do? I've done all kinds of different strategies. I've done all kinds of different gameplay. Random rollers, controlled shooting, all of it. What's the big main thing that I've done in all of them? I've controlled the 7. I've made the 7 not devastating to where it just doesn't just kill you. All right. Now, just a little bit is come out 7s. We haven't had a ton of come out 7s to kill us. All right. So there is a little bit of luck involved right there. All right. A little bit, but we just haven't had a lot. And all I've done is minimize the damage the 7 can do. That's all I did every time. All right. We did have some come out 7s when we were on the lay bets. So, I mean, there's just all kinds of ways to mitigate the 7 being a problem. All right. And once you have the 7, craps becomes a really easy game. All right. So I'm just gonna put the chips out here for this, and just so as kind of like to show. Okay, so let's say we have a $100 dough, and it's on the 4. So we're in our best case scenario here, right? You can't get any better than the 4 or the 10 on the don't. I mean, it's as good as you can get, 1-to-1, $100, right? So that means that as long as it's under $100, anything you put out here is safe. It's completely safe. So when you put 3 units on each one of these, and for you big ballers like bogeys, you know, you can have $300 out there. But so right here, okay, so you have $81. There's 81 against 100. So the 7 is worth $19. Not bad. Roll a 7, people are losing, you're winning 19 bucks. Pretty good deal, right? Your only issue is the 4, right? Are you going to roll a 4 before a 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, and a 7? Most likely not. Most likely not. I will take those odds every day that you're going to defeat that pretty regularly. So let's say you don't roll the 7, and how many rolls before you're safe? Okay, so each one of those rolls pays 20 bucks, right? Each one of those hits pays 20 bucks at least. So you need 5 hits, right? You get to 5 hits, then nothing can happen. You can't lose. If you collect all 5 hits, at that point, even if the 4 rolls, you're still ahead. You still won something. So can you get 5 rolls before the 4? Yeah, probably. I mean, it's not nowhere. It's pretty consistently. You'll get 5 rolls before that 4. Now, that's best case scenario when you're on the 4 or the 10. All right, how much does it change if it moves over to the 5? How much? All right, your probability of hits goes down 1. And your probability of losses goes up 1. All right, is it bad? No, it's great. This is a great situation. Right? Same thing happens when it goes over to the 6. All right, probability of wins goes down 1, and probability of losses goes up 1. Now you can mitigate that by playing the hard, right? Playing hard 6, but that takes away from your 7. All right, so it's not a mitigation, but it is good to play the hard way when you're on the 6 or the 8. It does help it. It makes it like the 5 or the 9. All right, so that's a pretty good play as well. So that's what I'm saying is, so really no matter where this don't ends up, as long as you're willing to play the rest of the money across like this, you're putting yourself in a position to basically just win. Right? You're in a position to basically just win at this point. Now, can you roll back-to-back 4s or 4 of them in a row? Sure. Sure it can happen. It's probably will happen. But it's going to happen a lot less than you get 4 or 5 hits and then a 7, 4 or 5 hits then a 7, and never hit that number. All right? It's going to happen a lot more that way, or 2 hits and then a 7, or even just a 7. I mean, and you're going to win 19 bucks and everyone else is going to be losing. So, I mean, repeated success is when you repeatedly do successful things, right? You don't change if they work. Why would I change what I do when it works just fine? All right? Until someone comes out with something that's groundbreaking for me, I'm not going to decide that I want to play against the 7. All right? Unless George from CY is shooting dice for me, I'm not going to fight the 7. I'm just not. Why would I? It just doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Why go against the way the game is built? There's all kinds of big holes in the game if you'll just exploit them. All right, so here, let's check out, just do something fun here, right? Okay, so first thing first. No, he's not infallible, of course. I was really just kind of giving him a shout out. I like George. He's a good buddy of mine. Just mostly a shout out. All right, so we're going to use all the green and red chips as our place bet. So we're going to put all these on the dough. Just for fun. This is just a fun thing. I don't suggest doing this $1,200 on the don't. No protection. That's be a good thing to get through this roll. All right, let's see if we can get through here. What do we want to shoot? Let us shoot I got an idea. Whatever they come up as, I'm going to roll them. 6-4 or 4-2, 6-4. 4-2, 6-4. This sounds like it's going to roll me a 10 or a 4, which would be a nice. Here we go. No! No! 5-2-7. That's what happens when you're terrible. There goes $1,200. All right, 500. Here we go. $415. Hey, we got through that time. All right, $500 5. All right, so let's definitely need to put some on these. See if we can get some money back. Can we get our money back? We have to get to $2,000. Jeez, we better do pretty good. Rhythm roll here. Rhythm roll. That's all we're doing. In fact, well, here we go. Here we go. No, 5-2. That's actually not terrible. It's not good. It's not terrible. Would have liked to have a couple hits. I don't get nervous before I shoot because I don't necessarily play as a controlled shooter. I do things as a controlled shooter. I set the dice and I shoot the dice correctly, but I don't have any faith that I'm controlling the dice. Now, when I'm playing against the 10, I do. When I'm playing against the 10, I have complete faith that I'm doing fine. All right, so 500, we won 500, kind of. All right, we're at 1,000. So we're at our original bankroll. At least we're there.
Good night.
You're going to bed? Love you, dude. All right, so we got 500. We're going to leave that 500 here.
I didn't get to do my daily challenges today on the Hot Wheels game.
Okay. Well, I have my phone, but 516. I'll let you do them a little later, okay?
Well, I have to get to bed right now.
Well, go ahead. I'll be in there.
Fine. You understand?
Any minute. All right, so we got
I'll give you a minute.
500 there on the 6. 500 more dollars. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play 50, 50, 50, 50, and 150 on the 8, and then 150 on the odds. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can get done. Hard 4. I'm guessing that came off there. Yeah. Hard 4. We don't have VIG money, so I'm just we don't have VIG. So that's going to be a $98 winner. Oh, easy 4. We got my big money, so we're going to drop $2. We're going to get 100. Here we go. $538. That's going to be $175. No presses needed. $325. It's so I can see all the table. 325. That's a $70 winner. We're going to drop a nickel for 75. Here we go. 639. Drop another nickel for 75. Okay. $25 5-3 hop 8. 5-3. Oh, 5-5. All right, drop $2. Get 3 back here for a $100 bill. Here we go. 527, there it is. So we got 500 there. 150 there, so that's 125. Yeah, I met 5-5. All right, let's see if we got all our money back. I think we did, or it's really close. Okay. Not quite. There's 15. 1850. Not bad. Not bad. 1850. All right. 1850 on the dump. All right, I'm going to shoot the 1, 2, 1, 3 because that's what I like to do. Here we go. Oh, yes. 1, 2, 1, 3 comes through. That's a 1, 2, 3, boys. 1850. Take it to 2,000. 1, 2, 1, 3. Here we go. 6, 4, 10, right where we want it. 6, 4, 10. All right, now I'm going to go to the 2V because the 2V never fails me to roll a 7. Never fails me to roll a 7. That's what I get, right? That's what I get. 6, 4, 10, $2,000 down the drain. Down the drain. Wah, wah. Yeah, you were right, Bogies. I should have went that way. I still have 1,700. So, anyways, that was fun. I just wanted to show some different things on how to play without worrying about 7. Was what mostly I want to do live here, and I think I showed it pretty well. We did have some spots that kind of got rocky, I guess, but for the most part, it did exactly what I thought it would. For the majority of the time. Obviously, you're going to have times it doesn't work exactly right or doesn't work right at all. There is going to be those times, but the huge majority of the time, guys, if you'll get the 7 under control, after that, it's a lot easier to play the game, guys. You just get that 7 under control, After that, it's so easy. You can do whatever you want. You know, you can play horn bets and field bets and hard ways because you'll have the 7 covering it. It's like a big blanket covering up all your bad plays. All right, I do it all the time. Right, I get that 7 out there, and I play $30 6 and 8, and then I play hard ways for $20 a pop on the 4 and the 10. You know, that way, if I do get lucky and hit that hard way, man, it's a big win. It's a good win. You know, you do little things like that. You do things that make it, I don't know, make it fun but profitable. You know, it's fun and profitable instead of just fun. You know, and losing. You know, just get that 7 under control, guys, and the game gets easy. Anyways, guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and thank you guys for hanging out with me live. This was a good time. I know I haven't been live a lot lately. Had a lot going on. That's a big part of it, but mostly that's it, actually. But anyways, guys, you have a great night. And if you guys haven't yet, please go over to my other channel. It's called Wager Me Sports, all one word, and subscribe for me. I need to get that to 1,000 views so I can go live. That way I can start my podcast. I'm going to have a sports kind of podcast thing, but also with like current events type things. So if you guys don't mind, go over there and sub that for me. Get me to 1,000. That way I can start going live. I'm hopefully gonna have call-ins where people can call in and give their opinions. I'm gonna try to do like the whole podcast, but it's mostly gonna be surrounded by sports. But it'll be craps and casino stuff and just events, whatever you want to talk about. It's just gonna, but mostly be sports based. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for everything. And this is Jacob. You guys have a great day.